Happy Friday, everybody. This is exciting. We have how many days out? Two? This is great. All right. I hope you did really well on this. Again, make sure that you're listening to every frame of the video that you're watching and listening because I give hints on how to solve all of these. So, again, the way you need to do it is if I'm going over something like this, stop, listen to the hint, solve the problem, um, then start the video again. Go to the next problem that I do, listen to the hints, pause the video, and then do that problem, and then start the video again. Again, you can always go back and listen to the hints again. I know that you're going to do well. Alrighty, let's go on. We are continuing. You need your ruler today, this incredible ruler that is sized to work with this packet. All right, so today we're going to be talking about area of squares and rectangles. This is assignment 21, area of squares and rectangles. Again, when it's submitted, put the email subject as video 21 work and your first name. That's good enough. We don't need to put the page numbers or anything. Just everything goes with video 21. So I think you had this last year, so we're going to pick it up a little bit so we can get to some harder problems today. So let's go ahead and just read this. How can a formula be used to find the area? The area of a figure is the amount of surface it covers. Now, if you want a prettier picture than this, you can go to the online book that I sent the parents in an email and put in your password, and you can see the beautiful colors that this is. Anyway, so what are the areas of the baseball infield and the tennis court? So here's the baseball infield, and so that surface area is going to be all of this. It's different than the perimeter. The perimeter, we would just be walking all the way around it. Then on this one, the tennis court is going to be a 78 by 36. Now that formula, you probably had it last year, was area equals length times the width. And I will, in the spiral, just give a very, very basic picture. So again, area equals length times width. And again, this is going to be a very basic, really basic picture. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so on this one, I'll call this the width. So this is 1, 2 units. You don't count the blocks, you count the edges. So that is 2. And across here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we just apply that formula. Length is 5 times width is 2. So the area is 10. Now, the difference on this one, these are square units. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when we do the length times width, we end up with square units. So that surface area is, and I'm just going to put a U for unit since I don't know, but you need to put this little symbol, which means square. That is, we found 2 dimensions. We took length times width. That is a 2-dimensional figure. So that is very important today that you put that square unit, whatever the unit is. So let's go ahead and look at this one. By the way, you might want to pause the video, get all of these answers. I don't have the labeling. You'll put the labeling along with the picture. So it says on number 1 is find the area of a square with a side that is 34. Well, if it's a square, I don't have a lot of room here. So on this one. So if it is a square on number 1, a square, you know that all 4 sides are the same. And so that's 34 and 34. And I'm going to stick with the same formula. A is equal to length times width. Well, in this case, they're exactly the same. So please put your formula. And then I'm going to leave a nice spot for my answer, but I'm going to solve it over here. And 3 times the 34, that's 12. All right, there we go. So the area is 1156. Don't worry so much about putting the units here, but do put it over here. So it is 1156 centimeters. Whoops. Oh no. Well, just put cm. Centimeters squared. All right, and that is right here, and you can cross that out. All right, the next one. Let's go ahead and look at the next one, which is this one. This is just as easy. Find the area of the rectangle with a length of 21 and 9. And I am going to say go ahead and do these two in your spiral. Then on this one, which two dimensions are multiplied when finding the area of a rectangle? Well, we'll just put the formula again. It is length times width. All right, now I know what L and W is because you've got it up here. And then on this one, in the example above, how can you decide which figure has the greatest area without using the formula? So they're talking about this baseball field, and they're talking about the tennis court. Well, obviously, 90 and 90 is greater than 78 and 36. So I'm just going to make it real easy. Let me see, how can you decide the baseball field is larger? Because the length and width is greater. We'll just put a greater symbol. Easy peasy, done with that. So now on the rest of these, except for one, you can do them right here. Again, you stick with your formula, area equals length times width, and you just follow that. Even though it's a square, it is still length times width. These 4 you can do here. We're going to take this one, the number 9, and it says a rectangle with a length of 254 inches and a width of 167. I don't think we have enough room, do we? I think maybe we can do it here. So let's save some space for number 6, but we're going to come over here and we're going to do this number 9. There is absolutely no room down here. So let's go ahead and put that number 9. So it is area equals length times width, and we're just going to start doing the length times the width. So 245 times 167. Now normally I would have you go, and probably I should do this, area equals length times width. That dot means times. And then I'm going to put area equals 245 times 167. Get a little organization in here. I'm going to save some room for that answer. So let's do this one together because this is a biggie. So this is going to be 5, 31, that is 14, 15, 16, 17. Hope I don't make a mistake. All right, so then we're going to start with the 6. It goes under the 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 4 is 24. 25, 26, 27. So I have to change it to a 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 13, 14. Then we're going to start with the 1. 1 is easy. So bring that, goes under the 1. 1 times 5, 4, 2 is 5, 4, 2. And that is going to be 5, 1, 7 and 7 is 14, plus 5 is 19, 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10. Please don't make a mistake. All right, and there we go. And there it is. It matches. So our final answer over here is going to be 40,915 square inches. Even though it says inches square, you usually say square inches. So I believe you have room to do this one also right here. And you're going to finish up that page. So this one is going to be called 21A, first page. Then we go on to the next page. All right, so let's go through some of these, see if there's any ones that are difficult. What is the area of the room, of the east room, which is right here? And they tell you the length and the width. You can do that. I think you might have to use your spiral unless you can put it right here and be neat about it. All right, then let's go ahead and look at this one. What is the least amount of money you can spend to buy exactly 15 postcards? I haven't looked at this problem, so we'll see. A set of 4 postcards cost $1. A single postcard is 50 cents. What is the least amount of money that you can spend to buy exactly 15 cards? All right, so the cheapest way is getting them in packs of 4. So how many times does 4 go into 15? So 4 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. And that means we still have to buy 3 extra cards. So what do we have to do? To get the 12 cards, we have to buy 3 packs. So it's going to be 3 times $1. That's not that difficult to do, which is $3. But we still have 3 more postcards to buy. And now we have to buy it by the single. How many do we have to buy? Is 3 of them. 50 cents, another 50 cents, and another 50 cents. Can you do that mentally? I hope so. That is $1.50. So the least amount that we can spend looks like it is $4.50. And that answer is up at the top again. Pause your video to get all these mixed up answers, so you can use those as you go. Number 15. What is the perimeter now? The perimeter of the Olympic size pool. So it looks like you've got a little job here. And I'm thinking, is this the edge? It looks like the perimeter is going to be one edge is 50. This edge is 50. Then you're going to have to see how many 2.5s there are, and the whole punched out one of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's easy. So if you have to go 10 times, I'm going to go 10 times 25, and that's going to be, I put a 0, and 1 times 25 is 25, and then move that decimal in once. So that whole distance from here to here then is 25. Okay, so to get the perimeter, it's going to be, oh, in fact, they already told me. It was right here. I didn't even have to calculate that. So the perimeter is parading around, so that should be easy. What is the area of the pool? So here's where you're going to use your length times width. That should be easy. What is the perimeter of each lane? Oh, very interesting. So look carefully. Let's take lane 8. Well, no, we'll take lane 1. So what is the length of lane 1? It is 50. You just bring this up. That is 50. What is the width of lane 1? It is 2.5 meters. So again, perimeter is parading around that lane and adding it up. You're 50 plus 2.5 plus another 50 plus another 2.5. You can do that. I suggest that you do these in your spiral. We can't have a big mess over here. Then, what is the perimeter and area of a square? Now, this doesn't relate to this picture. This is a separate. What is the perimeter and area of a square with a side that measures 15 meters? Again, please pause, get these done first, and then we'll come back and do this. In fact, I hope you paused, and I hope you're back. because I'm going to do 18 over here. So it says your one side is 15, and you should know then that this side is 15. So how do you find the perimeter? Perimeter is, I'm going to take this little man, and he's going to parade all the way around, plussing all the sides. So again, perimeter is just parading around, plussing. And area is going to be length times width. Area is going to be length times width. So you should be able to get that and then put the correct units. All right. I'm going to help you with, hold on just 1 second. So sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to help you with this one. It says, how much will Ben's mom spend to carpet the family room? So Ben wants to buy new carpet. It measures 12 feet by 11 feet. So when you're doing carpeting, you're not putting carpeting around the edge of the room. So this right here, I'll put it right here, number 12, is his room is 11 by 12. So when you're putting carpet, do you think that's perimeter or area? If you said area, you are correct. So I'm going to make this a little bit darker so you can see. Now this, I'm not going to do 12 columns here. I just want to give you an example when it comes to the cost. So again, you're going to find your area, length times width. Area equals length times width. Then, now, once you get that, it says she can purchase the carpet on sale for $6 per every square foot. So how much will it cost her to, how much will Ben's mom spend to carpet the family room? Well, think about this. Once you find your total square feet, this square foot is $6, this is $6, this is $6, this is $6, and so on. So what do you think that you're going to have to do to find the total if you've got 200 square feet and every square foot is $6? Think of what you need to do. And please, I would suggest that you do all the work for this problem in your spiral. And then this one, 14, which area has a greater area? I should put, I think those answers are here. I will have to look. A square with a side that measures 7 meters, or a 6 by 8 meter rectangle. Do the work for both of those. Do the square here, do the rectangle here, and then put your final answer there. And let's go on. Okay. This is, what does a tuba call its father? Oh, interesting. All right. I'm going to ask that you put dimensions on these. So give the number of square units in each figure, because you need to get used to doing length times width. Find your answer and cross it out. Cross out the letters above it at the bottom. When you finish, the answer to the title question will remain. All right, so this one is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you count the little segments. You don't count the box. So this is a 4 unit by 1, 2, 3. So 3. So this is a 4 times 3. And what is that answer? It is 12. So if you counted those, you would get the same. So on this one, let's go ahead and put 12 square units. Or you might want to put it out to the side so you can see it. And so actually I can see it. So those should be easy. When you go down to something like number 7, let's see how we count that. So you do not count the notches. You're going to count the sections. 1, 2, and I should see the markings that you're putting also. 3, 4, 5. So this length is 5. Then going on the side, again, I don't count the notches. I'm counting 1 section, 2 section, 3 sections. So this one is a 5 by 3. So it is a 5 length times width. So this one is going to be, this one I have space to put my answer. 15 square units. Again, find that at the bottom. I don't know if there's more than one answer. So we found a 12 and we found a 15. All right. Now the ones that are a little bit more difficult are number 5. And I'm going to do it actually the longer way because you're going to have a worksheet in just a few moments where you have to do it the longer way. If we get to it, it's this one here that is going to be sort of odd figures. We might get to it, we might not. All right, so this one, let me get my pencil, is, who is that? Oh, this is, look at her pretty eyes. Oh, thank you. This is Tiggs, the giraffe. How are you doing today? Oh, good. Look at her eyes sparkly. Okay, Tiggs. Well, you take care. Nice seeing you again. All right, we've got work to do. Bye-bye. All right, and here we go. So what I'm going to do, you can count all of these, but here's the other way. We're going to take the longest side. So that is, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a 10. And we're not going to take this side because that's not the longest width. We're going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this is a 10 by 5. So what is 10 by 5? If length times width. So you should be able to tell me that 10 times 5 is 50. I'm kind of light issue, I think, today. All right, then. But what we did was we took the whole area of the whole entire thing. But did we really have the whole area? No. So we have to subtract this area. Now visually I drew it out so you can see it's 4 that we have to take away. Or I could find the length here and the width here. 1, 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So that's 4 square units. So do I really have 50? If you said no, you are correct. So we've got to take the 50 minus that 4. And our final area should be 46 square units. All right, so I need you to view this again, pause it, make sure you get all this down, and then I want you to do that on this one also. Take the longest width times the longest height, base times height, or length times width. We'll talk about base and height more next time, but again, the words are interchangeable. So this is length and this is width. And then once you do that again, you're going to subtract out this area. So you're going to finish this page, and this is on, I forgot to label this one. So this one here is 22B, and this is 22C. It's just better to label it because everything goes with this video, and I don't want to say, okay, do 299, then do D50, just 21A, 21B, 20. Why did I do that? Bad teacher. Oh, it's 21. So sorry. I hope you used a pencil. So this is 21B, and this is 21C. The show must go on, so we will just keep on. All right, so now let's go to 21D, which is, what did the baseball coach look for in space? So this is 21. This is 21D. All right, so now is the time to get your ruler, your famous paper ruler. And what you're going to be doing, I love this little puzzle, I like this one, is measure the length and width of each rectangle to the nearest centimeter. Then you are going to find the perimeter and the area. Find both answers in the rocket and cross the letter out next to each. For answers that appear more than once in the rocket, it doesn't matter which one you cross out. So you just cross out one each and every time because some of these answers will be duplicates. Now, I want to show you when I made this worksheet, it sort of zoomed on the copy machine. It made it actually bigger. So if I were to use a regular ruler, it comes out to like 4.5 centimeters. And this comes out to be 2.5. So that is why I had to make a ruler that would fit all of these worksheets that we're doing. So let's see what happens. So here is our centimeter side. So let's go ahead and start at the 0 and look at this. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. Go ahead and label that dimension and then find the other dimension. I'll do this side. So starting at the 0, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So should we do another one? Yeah, let's do another one. All right, let's look at this one down here. Let's look at that number 6. So this is going to be, oh, look at that. So starting at the 0, it should end up on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so that is dimension 9 centimeters. And going across this way, that is 1. Okay. So let's go back and see what you need to do. So you're going to find the perimeter. So how do you find the perimeter is you're going to add up all these sides. So we're going to do the perimeter first, which is 5. And remember, there's another 5, so I'm just going to add those. Plus, there's a 3 and another 3. Remember, we're parading all the way around. You could have done 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And then this is mental. So this is 10, and 6 more is 16. And centimeters. Then they want you to find the area. So the area is going to be length times width. And I'm not going to have you put the formula each time, but length is 5 times the width is 3. And so we get 15. Now this time it's different on the area. Remember, we get square units. And that's the difference. You're going to see square units here. Those are the areas. You're going to see perimeters here. So you're going to cross off the 16. And I'm going to just cross off the first 16 that I find. And that letter U. Then I'm going to go down and find in the square section, I'm going to find my first 15 and cross that out. Is that easy peasy? Can you handle that? All right, so pause, get that down, and I probably should box this off so I can see it. So you're going to have 2 answers for both. So this one's actually too easy. Okay, well, should we do that one? I guess. All right, so this one is going to be the perimeter. I don't have room here. The perimeter is going to be adding up all the sides. This time I'm just going to go around. 9 and 1, 9 plus 1, plus another 9, plus another 1. Again, I shouldn't have to write it on this again. And this is going to be another one that's mental. So 9 and 1 is 10, and another 10 is 20. So that is 20 centimeters. And the other one, I'm going to say don't worry about putting the unit on the perimeter, but I do want you to put the unit on the area. So the area is length, which is 9, times 1, which is 9. So that is going to be 9. What kind of units do we have? Oh, there is no unit. Oh, no, these are, silly me. We're doing them in centimeters, so everything is centimeters. So our first one was 20 centimeters. The area is 9 centimeters squared. Again, that would be 9 square units. I'm actually going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There would be about 9 square centimeter units. So again, I'm going to cross off the 20 here, my first 20, that is the perimeter. And then I'm going to go down to the square units and cross off my 9 and that L. All right, is that pretty easy? I was going to have you do some of this, but I think it might take too long to explain it. So we may have to save that for next time. All right, I think I will stop. It's been 30 minutes. So you will do up through 21D. Again, I will put the sheets that you must turn in. This will be definitely one of them. I will put that on RenWeb. You have a great Friday. Now, I do want to say you need to start getting in all of your assignments. We are winding down, and I am going to try to check off each and every assignment that you've turned in and do some sort of collective grade if I haven't been able to look at them individually. So it is important to get those all in. Okay, girls and boys, you have a great weekend.